Hello everyone, Splash here, and today we're returning to Enshrouded for some more building. This time around we are building a Khmer-inspired house for our Carpenter. And from left to right, these are the building blocks we've been using. The stone shingle roof block, the desert temple stone block, the desert city wall block, the palm wood block, and the bronze block for accents. Now, let's get to building. I tend to find the lumpiest spots to build houses on, so of course I have to flatten the area first. This is our foundation, and it's going to be 3 tiles wide and 5 tiles long. I know, the traditional Khmer houses are usually built out of wood, but hear me out. I want these stones to be there like a kind of accent. And also, I really enjoy the underside of these stone blocks because look, you get such a gorgeous ceiling from it. Now, what I have read about these Cambodian houses is that they are built on pillars like this for several reasons. This would prevent the home from being flooded during the rain season and provide with a cool and shaded area for work during the hot summer months. But also, since these houses usually are built out of wood, you would have a nice airflow under it, making it a cool building to live in too. I miscalculated one of these pillars, and you will see me taking care of that towards the end of the clip when I actually notice it. We're gonna place these 4 stone pillars in each corner, but the house is gonna be built out of wood. And as you notice, I have lowered this wall tile 1 block. And this is because I wanted to place a row of stone blocks on top of it. It makes for a really nice contrast. For the double doors to fit here, we will need to remove a thin little piece of wood on each side of the opening here. See, I told you it would make a nice contrast, didn't I? Alright, so I'm taking measurements to make sure I get the symmetry. I believe it was 2.5 pillars of width between the pillars. 1, 2.5. Yep. And we're gonna frame the door with these thinner pillars here. We're gonna add these thinner pillars down here as well for some interest, because this back wall is looking really boring. This is when I realized that I don't like what the building looks like from the outside when we have the wall all the way to the back of the house, and I'm going to make a balcony of it. There we go, removing the back wall and turning this little area into a balcony instead. We continue to add some pillars indoors as well, because I think this area is looking a little bare. We are making the windows the same way on the other side of the house as well. The plan was that this would frame the wooden ceiling that we would have later, but as we move along, you will notice that that wooden ceiling doesn't look as good as I had thought it would, and I will change it up. Follow the outer wall all the way around with these roof tiles. Inside of that, we're adding these walls, and we're actually building something that looks a bit like a tiny house of its own on top of the real house. Since we only have one angle to build roofs in, we will have to do what we can with what we have. And that is why we are putting another row of roof tiles on top of the others, just 2 blocks in. Remove the wooden corners and add some stone. Give yourself a little bit of overhang. As soon as this roof is up, we're basically finished. It's just some polishing left. You see what I mean when I say that the rough underside of the roof block doesn't go well together with this ceiling? Oh yeah, the colors are nice, but the textures... Nuh-uh, I'm gonna change that. Another miscalculation from my side here. We need to remove another row of wood blocks on the wall right there on top of the windows. It would have been easier for us to put up these tiles before we put up the ceiling earlier, but you know, we had an idea and it didn't work. So this is when I realized that I have miscalculated one of these pillars. Just one block wrong to the side, and I will have to deal with that. But I add another fault while doing that. I will put up the wrong wall block here later. Solving one problem, but adding another one. See, this is the wrong wall tile. By now you know I like to hide storage under the stairs. Would you look at that, I finally noticed. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.